And I'm here again with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a mixture of two things. I'm going to show a haul and then I'm actually going to start doing the sketchbook challenge. So I have this massive bag of stuff that I bought from Cassart at the weekend. They were doing a student deal where you could get a free goodie bag of £30 worth of stuff if you spent over £25. You also got a £10 discount and a 20% discount on everything, as far as I believe. So I think I've got like about £80 of stuff, which in the end came to around £40, which was a really good deal. So I'm going to show you what I got and then I'm going to do some sketches to start off the sketchbook challenge. I'm going to try and experiment with some of these supplies in the sketchbook for this video, but then for other videos I might try other medias. This depends whether or not I'm actually happy with how quickly I'm working with the sketchbook, because obviously it's a massive sketchbook which I have to get through in a month. So let's start with going through this bag. So first of all, this is the sketchbook that I'm going to be using to complete the challenge. This cost me £12.95, but obviously I then also had the extra discounts as well. This book is actually has 250 sheets, so there's 500 pages in total, which is 100 less than the original challenge. This was the biggest sketchbook that I could find. I still think it would be a challenge. I actually wanted to find one that was a little bit smaller because I have just started university again. I'm in my final year, so I'm going to have a lot of work to do. But I am going to try and complete this challenge in the next few weeks. So next I have a cutting board and a hobby knife. I probably won't use these in this book as it's not, I'm not going to be able to draw with it, but I'm definitely going to use it at some point. I really did need the cutting mat because I haven't got one, and I have got a couple of craft knives, but I haven't got anything to use to cut them on, so this will stop me from scratching my new table. Next I have a bunch of different paints which I bought for a canvas painting I'm going to do in a couple of weeks. I hope to do a video for this as well, but I don't know how long it's going to take me to do, as obviously I'm now starting the sketchbook challenge, but I hope to have it finished as soon as possible. I wanted to match the rest of my rooms and my stuff with the painting, so I've got some purples, like a little turquoisey colour, and some white, as I'm always running out of white paint. And these are Liquitex acrylic professional heavy body paint. I've never used these before, but these will be really good to try out. And I think they're going to be really thick and nice. Next I have this white tube of oil paint. I actually won this. They had like a little competition where you could spin a wheel and you could win something. This is what I got. Unfortunately I haven't actually got any oil paints with me here at the moment, but I'll definitely try it out once I do get my oil paints. In here there are also some more acrylic paints. Unfortunately they are in these little like sachet things, which I guess means once I've opened them, if I don't use the whole lot of paint, I will have to throw it away. But they have included blues, red and yellows, which means I can mix whichever colour I want. So I'm going to try these out at some point. I'm not sure when though. I might actually use the blue for my painting, but probably not the red and the yellow, but I'll see. Though there is some gloss and varnish. I've never used this kind of thing before, so I might actually try it out with this painting I'm going to do when I get around to doing it. I also have some more red samples and this paint marker. I've never used a paint marker before. I do actually own a black one, and it's not this brand, it's a different brand, but I've never actually gotten around to trying it out, so this would be very interesting to use. Again, I'm not going to use it with my sketchbook, but I will test it out at some other point. Next I have a paintbrush which I'm also going to use with my painting I'm going to do soon, and then I have some Copic markers. Copic markers are probably my favourite type of media to use. I love them, they're like the best things ever, but they do quickly run out, and I had to buy 2 new colours as these ones had run out. So this is GO5 Emerald Green and Process Blue BO5. So next up I have a Winsor & Newton watercolour marker. I have actually got one of these already in, I think, this colour as well. but I'm going to try these out in the sketchbook. I haven't actually managed to do much of these, so I'm definitely going to use them and try and experiment with them with this project I want to do. And I've also got a brush marker. I think this is just a normal marker. It says it's in cool grey, so I'll also test this out as well. So I also got like a little pencil case, and inside it came with 2 pencils. There's a yellow and there's kind of a browny yellow kind of colour. These are just normal pencils, they're not watercolour pencils. They're kind of a weird choice of colours, but I'm definitely going to try and make something with them. I also have this tripless broadliner. I think this is new. I've never seen these before. I have the thin ones, but I've never used these ones before, so this will be fun to try out as well. So I'm really excited to test this out. This is a brush pen. I've never really had a brush pen this fine before, so it's definitely going to be something I really want to try out and use. I use Copic marker fine liners all the time, but I never really go for any of the thicker brush kind of pen fine liners, so I'm definitely excited to test that. So this is probably the thing I'm the most excited about using. This is a mixed media paint marker. It's a bit confusing on how to use it at first, but I believe what you do is you take the lid off and you take the nib out of the pen, and then you can fill it up with anything you want. So you can fill it up with paints or watercolours, anything like that. But it also came with this little acrylic ink container. So what I believe I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into this, and I'm going to see how it works. I think this is a great idea, as you can empty it out, wash it out, and put whatever inks you want in. Personally, I would probably just buy as many as I possibly could of these, so I didn't have to keep washing it out every time I wanted to use another colour. But I don't know how often I'm going to use it, so I'm going to try it out first. And for the last 2 things, I also got 2 red biros. So now back onto the sketchbook challenge. I am going to complete this 500-page book in 1 month. So today is the 2nd of October, so I will then finish the challenge in 30 days time on the 1st of November. So I'm going to hopefully be making lots of little videos of me doing little bits and pieces, and then probably I'll do an update every single week of what I'm actually doing, and then I might put a few images on my Instagram account and Facebook page. And then I'll do like a sketchbook tour at the end of it if anyone would actually want to see that, because it's going to be very long, or maybe I'll just show my favourite pieces that I've done. But I'm really nervous about actually getting this done. I tried Inktober last year and I think I got up to day 14, 15, and then I just stopped. I just forgot about it and I just ran out of time and I couldn't complete it. Obviously with this sketchbook it's not going to be anywhere near as good as an Inktober illustration, because you kind of need to get through it as quick as possible. But I hope it will give me lots of practice and it will make me work faster. And I'll try lots of new different things. I have a couple of books I want to copy from. I want to work on proportions a bit more, and poses, and draw more males, because I barely ever draw males. Most of my characters are females. And I'm also going to look at animals and try and figure out how to draw them in different poses as well. So now I'm going to go and test out my supplies.
So to start off with, I decided to use the mixed media paint marker and the acrylic ink. It was actually really easy to refill this marker. You just had to take it apart and pour the ink in. In fact, I'd say it was probably easier than a Copic marker. But I don't see why you couldn't just buy it filled already. So for this first page, I decided I wanted to do something simple so I could test out the flow of this marker. I just wanted to draw like a load of different flowers. I did like it a lot. I did have to refill the pen a couple of times. It might have been just because I didn't refill it as much as I should have. I also think it scratched a little bit when it started to dry out, so you ended up with scratchy marks instead of clean, nice, smooth lines. However, if it was filled up, it was nice and lovely and smooth. I'm really happy with these. It's definitely a lot different to any other marker I've used before, but I definitely want to try it again in this project. For these 2 pages I decided to use the black fine liner brush pen marker. I did a few doodles so I could get used to how the pen worked. I found it very thick and it would have been better to use just doing for an outline of something, not as a sketch. However, I did quickly be able to make my shapes and create these people kind of forms, but I actually preferred using the pencil. As you can also see, this marker was also very easy to smudge. I ended up with it all over my hand, and that drawing to the left was completely smudged. These sketches are definitely not my best pieces of work, but I do believe it will help me improve over time. Plus, it also means I get to finish a challenge. Even if I don't learn anything from it, it was still a fun, exciting thing to do, and I would have achieved something if I do manage to complete it. So as I had experimented with some of my new materials, I decided that I should probably start trying to sketch out things as quick as I could. I decided to use the website lineofaction.com. This is a great site and I'll put the link in the bottom. Basically it shows different images and you can pick between doing gesture drawings of someone's body, feet, hands, animals, and all kinds of different things. I think it was really useful because you can select a timed limit, so all of my drawings were done in 3 minutes. If it took me any longer than that, I would stop and I'd start a new one. This is going to be a quick way to fill up my sketchbook, but I think I also want to make sure that I am trying new things, not just trying to draw as fast as I can. However, this will probably help me grow faster when I'm drawing, and it might also give me inspiration, and I might even learn a thing or two more about anatomy and hands and things like that, but we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to keep up with me while I complete this challenge, please subscribe so you'll know when my next video is up, and remember to hit the little bell as well. I'll also be putting updates up on my Instagram and my Facebook page as well if you want to check them out. I don't know how often I'm going to do them, but I hope to upload a new video here every single week, and maybe there'll be a new post every 2 to 3 days on what I'm doing. I probably won't show you all the pictures because most of them will be awful, but I want to get through this and I want to complete it and say I've managed to get through a 500-page sketchbook in 1 month. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!